Hello, hello. That sounds better. Now the mic is on and you can hear me. How's it going, man? I'm tired. How about you today? I'm was hesitating if I should do some recordings / streaming today. And I thought, man, you're way too tired. And then I thought, but there should be no excuse to do this, so here I am, and I hope I can wake up a little bit recording here with you. And yeah, I was just working a little bit in Photoshop, updating maybe my artworks for my releases, and I thought I could share that process with everyone. So let's go over to this scene here. That is Photoshop. And yeah, I mean, these are the album artworks that you have seen from me so far, and I still like them. Will be hard to move away from them, so I'm not insisting on having new artworks. I might keep this style, but then by coincidence I had AI create a super cool image, and then I asked it to do variations of it, and I got a couple of cool ones. This one here, for example, and they're all in the same theme. So this is another one, and this is another one, and that could really speed up my process of creating album artwork. So because yeah, I don't have to create the image, and just need to slap on some text, and that's it. And so I was wondering how that could look if I would transform that into an artwork. And what I did for now, I have nothing great yet. I just thought my logo and maybe the catalog number. And then, yeah, I'm wondering, I mean, you could theoretically put nothing on there, just the image. But I like this kind of collector's incentive. I was collecting vinyl many years ago, and I like when there's something common about it. It's like the catalog number is like, you can say I have all of them, or I have the first 10 or something. It's like a serial number, and the logo is like always in the same place. It's like the common denominator across all of the artworks. And yeah, then I'm wondering, should I put my name on there? Because on my label I only release my own tracks up to now, and then I could just put the track name, and it's clear anyway that it's my track coming from my label. But who knows what the future will hold? Maybe that will change once, and it would be cool to have the artist name concept in there since the beginning, so I don't need to patch that in later on when I need to put another artist name on the cover, and I don't have a designated space for it. So should the artist name go on it? Should the track name go on it? And where would that go? And I was thinking, there's a label by Chris Rees, aka Dinka, Passenger 10, and so on and so forth. He has a label called Enormous Tunes with a couple of sub-labels. I just wanted to take a look how their artworks look. Maybe I can load that here into Photoshop so you can see it. That work? So this is, for example, one of their artworks. Here's another one. Or not. Okay, I cannot open this one in Photoshop. What about this one? Okay, doesn't work. Don't know why some work and some not. Probably the format of the image. Photoshop, hello. Oh, because I was transforming this image. Now it should work, right? Ah, okay. So here's another one. This is what I had in mind. I really liked when they did these 3 bars. They just have a photo, put 3 bars over and their Enormous Toons logo. And I mean, that's their logo in general, these 3 bars. But they're also simple, you know, they just take a stock image, probably, and put like some geometry over. And yeah, I was wondering if we can get inspired there. I don't really have a logo for my label, Vortic Records. So I don't have something like these 3 bars. I do have my Fox logo. We could put that more prominently. Yeah, for example, here they could have put the Fox logo in this kind of transparent image that goes over. I could try that. I think I tried it already and I didn't like it. See, that's already a bit transparent here. Zoom this. I mean, it looks better in their image also because they have a gradient. It's not just white. It goes from white to transparent. We can try that. I mean, I think I know how to do that. If we can have here the gradient function. And then it's running. It's going to blue, is that true? Let me see. Okay. I don't want it in blue. I would like to have it in transparent to white. It's transparent to black, transparent to white. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's more the effect that they have here. It's the other way around. It's not bad. Problem is, the AI images, they're not always so centered. So it needs to fit with all of them. And maybe sometimes you like here it looks a little bit strange. Maybe still okay though. Sure better than this all white one. We could then think about removing, yeah, this information again. Why not? It kind of looks like the fox is coming out of the image. I like it. It looks a bit creepy. Somehow I like it. What's bothering me is that it's not centered here on the left and the right. You see how different it is, and that's because I would say the image is not centered. The AI thing. In other ones, in this one here you don't really notice if it's centered or not. Here you also don't really notice it's actually centered, I think, pretty much. It's maybe just this one here, where it's off. Maybe we can try adding a fourth one. For comparison, I have one more here that I created today. Or that I let AI create, I should say. So let's check out that one. Just need to stretch it a bit. Yeah, that's right. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I would say we're onto something here. I like that. I don't like it on this one, but then again, we don't need to use this image. On this one is alright. And this one is also alright. What I sometimes do is to just change the size. See how that would look at another scale. Now it's a smaller image here. This is just super awesome. This new image, I love it. Yeah, I think it's fair enough. It's not awesome here, for example, but does it have to be 100%? I think not. We have 80%. We can be happy with that, so I can see that. So, okay, then the only question is, do we put the track name at least on there? Let's see, Enormous Tunes has nothing on there, and here, again, nothing. Just checking some more images in Google. They do sometimes have a name on there. Let's see, here's one. Put artist name and track name on there. Let's move all this Enormous Tunes stuff to the top, so in the front. So that they do, and then here I see Nora on Pure. Also has text on top. That's pretty amazing how they weave it into the image. Like having her stand in front of the text. I really like this effect. And I see it in this one as well here. But I think that would be too much work for me. Well, on the other hand, yeah, that's the question. I wonder if I should put my album artworks, so people can associate the music more with me and have the person behind it a little bit more familiar looking, you know, like can make the music feel more personal. I find like when you now see Nora on the cover, it has personality. If she would not be there, it would be your imagination who's Nora. But you see a couple artworks, you see her, you know, can make like a first impression, and then you see her maybe DJ, and you feel like you're getting to know the person a little bit. So I think that's cool, that if you're not hiding behind like your logo or so, which is also nice, like it's a bit more letting the brand speak for you. But I had this thought a couple times before if I should Photoshop myself on the artwork, but you gotta do that right to not look ridiculous. So not sure I'm able to pull that off. It's very cool, like this image is the mood probably fits the music. I don't know her songs, these songs on this album there, but you know, it seems like a bit dark, and the colors are a bit cold and moody. And this is the same on this one. And here Daniel Portman, he has a different aesthetics. And I have to imagine if he would be on the artwork, I would be like, ah, this guy is Daniel Portman. Right now, I don't know who he is. Then again, this is really cool. I really like this one. Yeah, I mean, we can just try, right? We could try A, putting the track name on there, and B, putting an image of myself there. You might have something to laugh about, in the worst case. In the best case, it makes sense. So, let's see, we have track name. I'm wondering if we can have text with this gradient, transparent to white, and then still be able to edit the text. I don't think that's possible. Because I need to be able to edit the text for the next release, I cannot just make it fixed. So let me try this. Duplicate this catalog number and just say, this is my next track. Done. Finished. My work is done here. This is my next track. Out tomorrow. Let's make that for sure bigger. 200. And now, color-wise, can we have a gradient, please, somehow? I don't feel that it's possible. Where's the gradient function? This one, right? What if I slap that on there? Okay, yeah, simplify. We need to fixate this layer and then we cannot edit it anymore. So suck it, track name, you go away again for now. If I put myself on the artwork, like she did. Let us have a look. So I will just go in my folder of photo shootings. Just see if I find something and I'll show you then also what I found. I mean, I have an old version of Photoshop, unfortunately. Otherwise we could remove the background in Photoshop, but mine doesn't do that. So here we have one on the beach and another one on the beach. Let me just close this. And we'll take that. I mean, it's like her in the end. She's standing there in the forest. I'm standing on the beach. Just need to remove the background. What else do I have? Seeing a couple that I don't think will fit. I have a few. Where I am already, where the background is already out, like this one. Just browsing. See what others I have where I'm standing. I think that could be cool. This one I'm standing in. This one I'm standing in as well. A little synthesizer that I don't have anymore because I never used it. Okay, but I have to say, this is also a photo that was taken with her in it. It's not like the background has been removed. It looks pretty much like they took it with her and then they added the text on there. Which is not here the case. I mean, I'm not sure how I could come into the picture in this one. I doubt that it will work. But you never know. I also didn't think the Fox logo could look cool like this in this size, and it looks cool, so let's give this a try, paste myself in there, and done. Yeah, man. That's the looks. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, but it's also a little bit cool. Let's see. Yeah, what can we do with this? Maybe. The thing is, if I start putting this in, then it means more work for each album artwork, because then I need to Photoshop myself into each of them. And I will probably need to use a different image of myself for each of them. It's a bit cheesy. Transparency doesn't make sense. Can we make it a bit darker? A bit less colorful. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And change the color a little bit. +6 maybe. Let's see before and after. No, I don't like what we did, so I revert. Yeah, I think I'll need the real photo if we go for that style. Not some AI image where I put myself on top. It's just a bit ridiculous. Could use something like this on the beach. I mean, let's be open to experiments. Let's see, this is the dimensions we're working with. A little bit bigger. And how did they do it here again? Yeah, I put the text behind her. That makes it look really cool. I mean, without that effect, it would cover her, obviously, the text, but let's just say without the text, it would just look like there's something missing. So I would maybe need to copy that idea. Here she's in front of the text, true. Her name is super big and the track name is relatively small, and then the label text is even a bit smaller, it seems. Yeah. Am I now in the mood to cut myself out of this image? I could use it with a AI. Could do that with AI. Yeah, come, let's try that. So, first of all, let's close what we don't need because I'm losing the overview here. Which one do we use? That one. So let's close this. Let's also, yeah, let's close all of that crap. Don't need any of that. Thank you. Goodbye. Save, please. But again, not sure this makes any sense because, like I said, it's not. You cannot easily reuse it. You need to do a new one for. You need to have a new photo for each release. But come on, just try it once. So let me find again the picture that I used here at the beach. That one here. Now, just give me a moment because I will throw that into AI. Okay, that's it's offering me to download it for free in a low resolution. That would probably be too low for us. No, that's not good. I have it now, but this is all blurred. No, let me copy that. All blurred and yeah, look how small that is. Forget it then. And I think you know, but just to get an impression. We need to move myself up over everything. So now I'm in front of this logo. And we could also use, this is my next track, yay. We could also use my logo, like my text logo, like they do with Nora En Pure. Let's give it a try. I'll just set that up. Logo, and I'm not sure if this is big enough. Oh, yeah, it should be big enough. So where's the fox head? Here. Make a new layer. Paste the thing there. And then, of course, it needs to be really prominent. Something like this. There he is. Marcel Vautier. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and then they just put some geometry around the cube square. I don't want to copy overly much. But yeah, I like to try things. Sometimes you stumble upon something that's really cool. See how this looks even bigger. That. We can compare after what looks best. Do it even bigger. This. Now this is in the middle. A bit higher. Just comparing all smaller sizes. Okay. Now what if we would say we do the gradient on it? Let's do this. Selected. Gradient. And let's do it like diagonally. Huh? Layer was a bit... no. Right here. Diagonal. No. Stop switching layers, Photoshop. This. That looks weird. Why is there this line? We are missing something here. Okay, when I undo, Photoshop lets me makes to deselect 7 times deselect undo, which I never know why, because I didn't select something 7 times. Anyway, like this. Is that any good? Or better like this. Meow 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 meow. Or this with a little bit opacity. I think that's what I would go for. That's what I would go for. Better than this. And now probably would need to make it a bit smaller again. To give it put some geometry around it. So what we could do is they here have this box, and I could thinking what we could do here. Could do a box with fixed size. Let's see if I can pull this off. This image, it has a size of 3200. So let's say 3000 by 3000. Bear with me, I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing. You see, that will be the outline of the image. We draw that already? No. How do you... Yes, please? How do you draw that now? Yeah, I have a fixed size, but it's... Oh, crap. Created all of them. Okay, okay. I didn't often work with fixed size. Oops. Wait, let's delete all of them. We go to the top. Make a new layer. And again, fixed size. And now we move it. Wait, just here is fine. Now I center that. Nice. Okay. Centered. This is also transparent, which is cool, which I wanted. And now my idea is to invert that. So the way of doing that, I think, is select it and then select inverse, make a new layer and throw some paint on that layer, then remove the original. There we go. And now give it some transparency again, maybe. Or not. Just a little. How much does it have now? Oh, none. You're good. But yeah, it's going in an entirely different direction than the AI images that I loved, but this is much more personal. Very cool. Didn't think it would turn out to something that I like. So remember to always try stuff even if you think it will be crap. And you know, I even made myself bigger than in the original, I didn't realize. That's the cool thing. I could just, yeah, make myself fit, even though that was not originally like this. Kinda like it. Track name? Thermal Oblivion. Yeah, they just wrote it in the same font below. I think my logo is not a specific font, or it is. Even if it is, I don't have it, and I didn't create this logo. But maybe it can work with another font as well. Let's imagine here, this is my next track, and that would be needed to be put. I don't know if my English is still with me. Over here. How did they do that? Doesn't overlap with the person in the track. Down here or here. Standard is better, right? So let's see, let's imagine my track names are Ibiza and Sunrise. But I never do EPs, so forget about that. I have one track that I want to release soon that's called On the Road Again. It looks a little bit like an album cover, I have to say. Okay, let's try to give this some opacity. Less opacity. Like this. Less flashy. More inside of the image. And now what's also very cool is we can now edit this background without editing how I look. So let's say we would take the color out. I would still be in color. Now we could put like saturation in. And play with the colors. Well, that doesn't end well. Not good. Like this maybe. Yeah, looks more like an album artwork with this little modification. But yeah, we would need to remove the background. I would need to have myself here in a better resolution. For that, I think maybe I will install a new Photoshop. I actually already bought it. I just didn't install it yet. So we might do that next time. What I will do now is save this one. And then for comparison, we just pick all of this out. come back with our AI images and the fox. See maybe any elements that could be cool. The white border. That'd be good. No, I don't think so. That doesn't help us either. Me, always good. Track name looks ridiculous. My logo instead of the fox. Let's have a look. Yeah, possible. It is possible, but it's less cool, I think. This versus this. And in this one is okay, but in the others I'm not really sure. I mean, here, for example, it looks like fox seems to be more compatible for these kind of images. So let's leave the fox in. Yeah, and that's it. Let's say we save this one as artwork 2. Second file. And yeah, what do you think? I mean, this is the old... Let me do it like this. I load in artwork 1. Close all the other stuff. And now we compare. Let's see, a bit smaller is sometimes lets you be more objective how these things look. This is what I currently have. This is what we could have in the future. And this is... I want to promote myself as a person more. Associate myself more personally with my music. Always bothers me that the logo is so low. This is better. And then this needs another font. Another font. Fontulus Fantasticus. Just keep the old one. Classical Arial bold normally works. Can I not preview that without being overshadowed by this menu here? Come on. How will I now see how it looks? Where's the text? Yeah, right. It's hard to tell when you cannot really see what you're doing. I would resize my Photoshop window now, but then you cannot see it anymore. Yeah, come, let's try. Maybe this is crap for you. The recording. Yeah, you're missing some, but I think you see everything that's important. So now I should have the menu more on the left. Yeah, that works better. How about this one? On the road again. On the road again. To be honest, it looks almost the same. Maybe this one. Selecting fonts is not my biggest hobby, I have to admit. A Chinese font. Maybe this one. On the road again. Then maybe we can make it bold. How do you turn off snapping? Always wants to put it where I don't want it. Oh well. Better, better. Yeah, I like that. Save that. I wonder why Photoshop always wants to save it under a new name and then wants to overwrite, but it's the same thing, man. I just opened it, just updated it, not overwriting it. So we could add some fancy stuff. I think we don't need it, but again, I'll just give it a try. To give it some layer thing. Hey, wait, let me just resize this window so you see everything again. Yeah, how far can I make it? Like this, maybe. Like here, smaller. Zoom out a little bit. Hello, zoom, please. The Apple touchpad, the zoom is sometimes so annoying. Doesn't zoom at all, and then it zooms absolutely dramatically. And everything is microscopically small. Alright. I don't like that I'm selecting it. Can I do it without selecting it? This box around is disturbing me. Please. Anyway. Layer style. Let's see if we add some shadow. I don't see it. Okay, let's see with and without. Doesn't do much. Bevel. Nope. Stroke. Makes it look amateurish to me. The small one we don't even see. Does it make it more sharp a little bit? Hard to tell for me. I would say no stroke. Shadow maybe gives it a little bit more sharpness. I'm not sure. Well, we can have a look when we zoom in. Well, it doesn't hurt, at least. I'm wondering something else. Save. Should we make a transition in the image as well? In the background. Let's just try it. A gradient is what I want to say. Like this. Or from the top. I mean, we can move it. Like this. Could do. Maybe cool, huh? Or what we can also do is put a white layer in and give it just a little bit of opacity. 11% looks cool. That's too much. 16%. 11%, yeah, 11. Let's compare with and without. I like it. A bit like the... I could have achieved that probably by making the background a bit more bright. But whatever. Works. Now the gradient thing is cool too. Only to a certain point. What we could do is Just stretch it so we only have the nice beginning of the gradient. Stretch it even more, because I only want the more transparent part of it. And then we can just play around with it. This, for example. I like it until here, and then it gets too bright. So I would need to even make it even bigger. Like this. Let's make it smaller to see how that looks. So on the road again looks crappy. Because also the text is now on top of everything, so it's standing out, sticking out. Let me just remove that for a moment. So for sure I like it more with this than without it. And this, let's see if we make it more transparent. Maybe we can find a sweet spot. %. Yeah, 39%. And let's compare that. This one. Yeah, I like that more, the gradient. And now bring back the title. Does it stick out too much? I mean, what we can of course try is just real quick to make it more transparent again. Like this, maybe. Let's see before and after. Okay, I think we didn't change much. So yeah, that's it. I think we can leave it like this. Except of course for this pixelated heap of pixels. And compare that with this one. And this one. Yeah, I mean the AI one is not really as cool as this. Huh? I'm not fully happy with this text. We already made it fat. What other option do we have? Ah, this makes it more fat. Is that better? Yeah, I like it better. Like that. On the road again. Here we go again. Quite cool. And now one more idea that comes to mind is I'm wondering if I should be bigger. Something like that. Small. Wait. Small. I cannot click anymore. Small. Big. Yeah, big is better, huh? I mean, my shadow probably doesn't fit anymore, but I don't see the issue. Pretty cool. I'm quite happy with this experiment. It's not at all where I thought we would take this. Not at all. But thanks to Enormous Tunes for the inspiration. I mean, theirs looks much more professional than mine. I wonder why it's darker. Like they have like a green filter or so over everything. Their logo is not transparent. We have transparency in it. Let's see. Undo. Let me delete some things because I'm getting a bit lost with all these layers. Let's call this gradient. Background. AI images can go home. Bye. This is MV logo. Fox logo. So delete. Delete. This is the frame. Other dude. How would it look if I'm there again? Hello? Could I just put myself here like this? Almost. Delete. For more overview. Now, what did I want to do? You know, you make overview and you forget what you want to do. Oh yeah. Remember. The logo. With full visibility, but darker. Saturation doesn't do anything with a white image. Colorize makes sense. I cannot colorize white either. Let's cancel. And again, just make it a bit more dark. Maybe like that. Before, after, before, after. You know, I'm trying to achieve this professional look like here. You see now mine is also a little bit less bright, but still not transparent, so like they have it. And they have this kind of greenish image over. So if we wanted to do that too, we could, for example, just to learn. I'm not intending to steal everything. But we could put this kind of color. And it would really look not good. Yeah. That's where my Photoshop skills end. I mean, it's changing the whole page. Probably would need to put that only over the text. Yo. I still find mine looks a bit amateurish, a bit cheap. So I wouldn't use it like that, I think. I think this looks more professional, what I'm using for now. But this is something for the future. I think I want to go there at one point. So this is a good concept work. And then the AI images, yeah, not so on board anymore. Somehow. Good. Yeah, I would say let's let Photoshop be Photoshop. We work 1 hour on this. That is more than I intended. And I would say let's wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and hope you were entertained. You could see a little bit how I work in Photoshop. Not a master, but it's enough to do my own stuff that I need. And if you have some tricks, if you saw something, if you have some ideas, always let me know. And thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.